friends, welcome back to my channel and welcome to a new year, 2026. It's going to be a great year, I just know it. So to start off the year, I decided let's do a little home reset. Let's take inspiration from the vintage homemakers of how we might set up our house and our mind for success this year. So I'm sharing some spring cleaning tips, some decluttering and organising your finances to get the year off to a great start. So let's get stuck into it. What is the first tip and trick a vintage homemaker might do to set up for the new year? Let's go.
The first thing that I love to do for a new year is declutter my cupboards. If you move around a lot, you tend to acquire things and you're like, I haven't had a chance to clean this out. So it's perfect time, especially if you've got some time over the holidays. So I basically pulled out every little box that I had in my cupboard, my storage, and basically had a floor party and went through every single box and thinned out the clutter, thinned out the paperwork. Also digital clutter as well, downloading your photos, maybe putting them in a photo album rather than leave them online. Those sorts of things, probably a good way to reset the year as well. But yes, I had a floor party and I had absolutely so much fun sorting out things, finding things I forgot I even had. And also asking for a friend, how many pens does one person need? Yes, I clearly have a slight issue. But anyway, felt so good to thin everything out.
So after decluttering your storage bits and bobs, your paperwork and more, it's time to declutter the wardrobe. I like to go through my wardrobe monthly anyway, but it's a good way to reset, pull out items that you no longer like, items that might need mending, those sorts of things. As a vintage homemaker, we take pride in our clothing and making sure that it's in the best quality and shape it can be for us to wear and again and love and enjoy all the time. The other thing I'm going to do is pull out my whites. They need a really good white and freshen up. So these will definitely be getting a soak. Good time to start doing that hand washing you've been putting off. I know I have. Some of these little vintage dresses need a good freshen up, so it's a good time to do it. Next up, it's time to brighten up those whites and soak those towels and rags. So first up, I'm going to be soaking my white shirts, as after a lot of sunscreen and sweat tends to turn them yellow. As you can see here, it's very different to this white shirt here. So it's really nice opportunity to freshen up these shirts because I wear them quite often. So I'm just using a new product I'm trying out, a not really friendly bleach solution, but feel free to use your own stain remover that you might have on hand.
While I'm in the laundry, I like to take the opportunity to freshen up my kitchen towels and rags to make sure they're nice, fresh and clean. You can do the lazy way and pop it in the washing machine on the soaking setting with a bit of stain remover, or you can opt to do the other method, which is basically boiling a big stock pot on the stove and putting all your rags and cloths in there and letting them boil with a bit of vinegar. The other way you can clean your kitchen cloths and rags is to put them in a big stock pot with some vinegar and water, boil them up, and this kills all the bacteria. This is a great practice to do often throughout the year.
Any good vintage homemaker always has a budget and always checks it regularly. So I'm going through my budget, checking how I went for last year and things to improve on for next year. And then checking it every month, as that's really important to make sure I'm on track.
Some key budgeting tips and tricks for you is to, number one, check those subscriptions. Do you still need them? Do you use them? Can you use the library instead? That is a simple way to save some money each month. The other thing too is to make sure you're getting the best bang for buck. So So make sure you shop around every year for the best insurances, those sorts of things. Make sure that you are paying for good value and also sometimes can find it cheaper elsewhere. So that's another good tip. And then lastly is to shop around with your groceries and those sorts of things. Sometimes your local fruit and veg shop tends to have cheaper products than the supermarkets. So that's another good way to save a bit of money here and there.
Decluttering and organisation is done. It's finally time to move on to some spring cleaning. Vintage Homemakers always had spotless homes and will continuously clean them all the time, not just yearly or even monthly. So I'm going to be sharing some of their cleaning hacks to make things easier for you when you clean your home. So let's get started with some mopping.
Before we get on to the mopping, when vacuuming carpets especially, if you're looking to refresh them, bicarb is a great way to reduce the odour in carpets. So you simply just sprinkle some bicarb on, brush it in and then vacuum, and you've instantly removed some odour and freshened up your carpets. Now back to mopping the floors. The best and most effective way to clean your floors, don't need some of those fancy floor cleaners. All you need is some hot water, some vinegar, some essential oils and some washing soda or bicarb will do as well. You can put dish soap in as well, but I just don't like the sticky residue feeling. So I keep it simple to this, and you simply mix it all in a bucket in hot water and mop to your heart's content. Time for some spring clean dusting. Now you can make your own little polishing solution by a bit of vinegar, bit of olive oil and some dish soap. I'm just creating a small batch today, but you can do a big one in a spray bottle and spray it onto the furniture. I'm just doing a small bit and then using a cloth and wiping it onto my furniture to remove all the dust. For some slight stress relief, bashing out those rugs to get rid of last year's dust. It is quite satisfying, I must say. I think I might be doing this regularly. By golly gosh, what a day. I think it's time to put my feet up, enjoy a cup of tea and some freshly made cake.
Well, what a busy but productive episode this was. I hope you got some tips and tricks on how you can start your year off the best way possible. Thanks for joining in and feel free to subscribe for more 1940s inspired living and frugal hacks. This year is going to be full of gardening, frugal tips, vintage living. I cannot wait to share with you. It's going to be a wonderful year. I'll see you next time.